Like the theme color, Gabrielle.
Woo! Okay, welcome everybody.
Hey, Laura, we matched Laura's hair too.
Okay, let me introduce and then we'll chit chat.
Yep.
Hi everyone, welcome to our team call. It is Tuesday. I have to look at my watch and my calendar because I have no idea. The 19th of May. I don't know. It feels like whatever day was the last 60 days. I don't know. But so glad to be together on this call. I get so excited about our calls and coming together. I think more than ever, we need these team calls. We need encouragement. We need to be supported by each other. I'm thinking, well, maybe it's just me, but there are days that go like this, whether it's with our business or with life or with family or with being stuck at home or whatever. So I really, really enjoy our calls to get information, share information, but also most importantly to encourage one another and to connect. That's the greatest thing about our team is the ability we have to connect with one another no matter where we live. And that's, I think, one of the biggest gifts of this business. So Erin and I wanted to just get right to it tonight, kind of talk about some of the things that are going on. I'm going to have Erin share in just a minute about her success over the last couple of weeks, but a couple of things we want to talk about are some upcoming things on the bigger dream team and on our team. One of the things we talked about a few weeks ago was the importance of building to Emerald, and that all of us on the team should be working to build to Emerald. Let me add, Bree is on, awesome, okay, so bear with me as I go back and forth. So one of the things, we talked about was building to Emerald, and the reason we do that is because sometimes when we think about building to Diamond, or we think about, I have to get all these coaches in order to build my business, and I have to do all these things, we want to make sure we keep it simple. You all know the heart of this team is to serve people. It's really, that is the core of who we are, is to serve people, to be this platform, this area, this space when we created this, to be this place where women could come together, support one another, use our different gifts to serve other people. And so that's what's so cool about this. And so fundamentally, at the core of who we are, we're about serving other people. But there's an incredible business opportunity here that will grow and help our families. In order to grow the business, we have to get clear about what we have to do. And so often we overthink things. And so the simplest way to grow your business is to just keep adding emeralds. So we are asking you as a team, just as the dream team is doing, that we're doing, like, let's just have an emerald party all month long. And we're just continuing to build to emerald. I know that we have quite a few emeralds that coaches that have gone emerald this month, which is so exciting. On this call, we have Cara. Awesome. I know Tracy, you built another emerald. Awesome. Gabrielle, is that right? Gabrielle brought.
And two more today.
Yes, girl, woo! Erin, you've built some emeralds. I built an emerald this month. Laura, I can't remember. I didn't hear back from Amethyst, so I'm sorry. I don't have all that. I know Bree built an emerald, but that's okay. It's okay if you haven't. I'm going to tell you this first and foremost. I have been on many calls when it was like, she did, and she did, and she did, and I did not. So I totally know it is not on this team. Let me be really clear about this too. Our team is I have been very intentional about when we talk about recognition, that we want to recognize any coach that is helping somebody. It doesn't matter. I want to be super clear about this before we move on. Erin and I both made this decision that our team would be about recognizing any coach that is helping people. Meaning, maybe you don't get a point on the board, but you're so committed to your people. Maybe you are committed to, I am sending, which I do on voice memos to my clients almost every Monday and Friday, at least once a week. But I try to do two. That is that is serving your clients. And so I know in most teams, we only put on the board when somebody has hit Success Club. That's super important to do. We don't want to diminish that, but it's super important for those of you, even if you haven't hit an emerald or you didn't get an emerald this month, or you didn't hit the thing, that you, as long as you are helping people, that's what's most important. We have said from the beginning, one life is just as valuable as if you change 100 lives. That one life matters, and we believe on that, and we stand on that. So that's first and foremost. But we did say to our team to challenge us together to let's try to get as many emeralds on our team as we can. We have plenty of time to still get emeralds. So if you haven't, that's okay. Remember, 2 discount coaches, 1 on each side, that's it. So again, those of you who have done that, great. If you haven't, keep going and keep working. One of the ways that we get emerald is we do our challenge tracker every single day. And I put in the team page last week, in place of this call, a whole list of power hours. You guys, I am telling you, and I'm gonna have Bree unmute herself in just a minute, but she was totally committed to this. I was totally committed to this. In a like really, really intentional way. And like I said, I built an emerald. Erin was committed. She built one. And I know, Bree, unmute yourself. And first of all, welcome back. We're so glad that you're here. But tell us about what has happened to you in the last week. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you see me?
So
hi, I'm literally post-workout stuffing my peppers right now. That's why I didn't want to be distracting.
Good.
But
That's okay.
that's what I'm doing. Yeah, so I just totally committed. I, for the first time ever, completed a full week of my BAT, or whatever we call it now, our Success Club tracker. And I literally hit Success Club already. I made it back to Diamond, and it feels so good. Like,
Emerald.
I can't say, there's just something that clicks, and you move forward with it, and you keep pushing, and it's so exciting. And I have a couple people in the pipeline. Sorry, I am in sales, so I call it pipeline, but yeah, that's what we do. And I told Kendra, I just really have been like praying about what my path should be, what my motivation should be. And every day I literally get messages, and I'm like, I can help this person, and that's a sign showing me that this is what I need to be doing. And I have to keep doing it. And I'm so fired up and motivated about it now. My life is in a better spot, and I just feel like it's my time now. So yeah, I'm so excited, and that's how I feel.
So proud of you. And Bree is a great example. She signed up, what, I think 2 years ago?
Yeah, it'll be 2 years, I think, soon. Yeah.
And that's okay. And she's been helping people along the way. It's just not been as consistent because she's dealing with life. And once you're a part of our team, y'all, you're always a part of our team. And we love you, and we understand how life goes. But when you get that fire back and you can see that you can make a difference, it compels you to keep going. And I will tell you that there are a lot of times, and Bree and I talked about this, where we sit down and we're like, I didn't know. I'm supposed to like make friends on Instagram. I'm supposed to do something with my time, and I know I'm supposed to work like an hour. Y'all, seriously, this is it. Like, just like go through. And if you have to cut these times by 5 minutes to fit your schedule, do it. But don't overcomplicate it. Get this out every single day. And if you do this 5-6 days a week, you all know that I don't work my business on Sunday. I just take that day off. So 6 days a week, 5 days a week, whatever works for you, you will see a difference. So that leads me to the other thing I wanted to talk about. The Dream Team is doing, starting in June, another Olympics. By the way, thank you, Bree. So proud of you. Awesome job.
Hey, Kendra, can I interject real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
I want to welcome Sue. I think this is Sue's first time on our call.
Sue, right? Sue!
Glad to
Yay!
be here. And you've had a big week, and you got to Emerald 2 last week, right?
Yes, thank you, you guys. Hi, I'm sorry, technical difficulties. You're going to see a whole big part of my, I don't know how to work this Zoom thing. I got to be honest, it's not my jam.
It will be.
Yes, I know. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get this. But yeah, it was a great week, and I'm learning. I have a lot to learn, and I'm super new at this, but I've loved Tracy's help, and Kara's been very helpful too. Just kind of giving me a little confidence, because it feels a little, it's my norm for so much, but then it's also kind of out of my comfort zone.
Well, and so Kara, a couple weeks ago, we were on the call, and Kara got to Emerald, and now she's like a freaking SC14.
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah, it's incredible. It's awesome. And I just real quick, I want to interject 2 more things. Gabrielle's story is similar to Brianna. Gabrielle's been on our team and kind of just trying to decide she was going to start, and then she's kind of gone on hold. And this year she's like, I'm ready. This is it. My time with my kids are in a different place and I'm in a different place and I'm ready. And she's signed up 4 coaches in the last 2
Wow.
weeks.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's fantastic. And then the other thing that I want to mention to you, because I think this is really, really important, and you guys can take this however you interpret this, but this is what I believe passionately, and I think Kendra will attest to it. Kelly had one of her discount coaches, right, reach out to her today and say, hey, I have a gal who wants to sign up and I want to refer her to you. And Kelly, let's talk about putting her under you. Let's talk about what that could mean for you. And she explained to her that she could get the commission. I appreciate that you would think of me, but you could get the commission. Do you understand? Like, you could put $50 towards your Shakeology. And we talked about it back and forth a little bit, and she's sitting at SC4. So Kelly's like, that'd be fantastic to have those SC points. But Sarah could launch her business. She's going to get a new client. She's going to get commission. I mean, she's going to have a discount, or a customer, I guess, under her. And I told Kelly, I said, I just want to say, and I want to say on this call to all of you, I passionately believe that when you do the right thing, you will be rewarded for it. And I told Kelly, I have no doubt that you walk through Sarah getting that customer signed up, you are going to have a new customer right around the corner. And that's just the way it works. You do right by people, and it's not always immediate. It's not always the next day. It may not even be this month, but it will happen. And so it's just lead with what you know in your heart is to do the right thing, and the other stuff, the SC points, all that kind of stuff, that stuff's all, that stuff will all work itself out.
Yeah,
So.
I love that. Erin, thank you so much for sharing that. Kelly, that's awesome. I mean, just like you, that is what makes me love our team. That is what makes our team different, is that it's just, we are women, and I'm not speaking about anything, I'm just speaking of you guys. We are women of integrity who are about doing the right thing and serving others above all else. And that is, I'm just so proud of that. And that's why I love doing what we do together. So incredible. Yeah. So with that being said, we have so many incredible things that are happening on our team that I want you to let you know what is available for you coming in June. So in addition to our challenge groups, in addition to the things that we are, in addition to helping other people, one of the things that we are doing is a greater dream team. Now, for those of you who are new or haven't been plugged in yet, is that the dream team is the bigger team. So my coach is Melanie, who runs the dream team, who was the top coach for a number of years in Beachbody. So the dream team is a huge team. It's all of her coaches and then all of their teams. We are doing a big dream team though with just her, like coaches and then downlines. So that's pretty much everybody in the dream team. But we're going to be doing an Olympics again. And what this is there's a requirement to do it. But what happens when you are in this Olympics is that it's just a motivator and a way to work with other people besides just people on Team LT or Freedom Fighters, but other people in the greater dream team have more training from other coaches and be able to just collaborate with other women, which is super fun. And so there's, let me go over what this is really quick, because let me first say tomorrow there is a call at 3 p.m. Eastern time, 12 p.m. Pacific time. And Melanie, I shared with you guys on the team page, but this is the week of the anniversary of my husband's death. So I am not working tomorrow or Thursday. Talk about integrity. This is one of the practices that I teach my clients that I've learned the hard way I get my calendar and I cross out the anniversary of his death and then the day before, because those can be kind of crazy emotional days, more so than ever. There's just an anticipation with that. So I teach my clients to not work on those days, to just really take some time to do stuff for their soul and with their family. And although I feel in a really great place this year, God is so good, I have to honor that's what I teach people, and I have to live that out. So I talked to Melanie. I will not be on the call, but I will be helping lead the Olympics and doing training. But there's incredible training. She knows that you all, any of you that want to get on can get on. I think the link, I haven't put the link in. I think she just sent it out. So I will put the link in the team page. If you decide after tomorrow's informational call to be a part of the Olympics, will you please message me so that I can put together a list? I'll put that in the team page to make sure that everybody is on there, and then I will send that over to her and we will get you in. And this is what the Olympics is. It's for the month of June. There is a $20 buy-in. There will be prizes. You have to be Emerald, and you have to have hit Success Club in May to be a part of it. But there is talk, and there's going to be talk, they're going to figure this out tomorrow. There is talk that the buy-in may be less. So just know that. I don't make the rules. So just know that, and we can talk about doing something where we can help pay for it for you if you hit a certain thing, and Erin and I can talk about that. So this is all just kind of up in the air in terms of the cost, depending on how many people it looks like we are going to have. So it's going to be an incredible, like I said, opportunity to be a part of the Greater Dream Team, to have incredible training, to be encouraged and part of another pod outside of our team, and to be with people who are like-minded. So if that is something you would like to be a part of, it's okay if you are not Emerald yet. It is okay that if you have not hit Success Club yet, hop on that call and just see if it's something that sounds interesting and fun to do, and if it motivates you at all. If it doesn't, totally okay. Olympics is not for everybody. Some people love to be in competition. It's not really competition. It's just working together with other people and having these big recognition things. Some people, that is really important to their, and it's part of their personality and what they love. And some people it doesn't, and that's okay too. So just let me know and where you're at. You can even send a message to both Erin and I, and we can make sure, like, do a text thread to both of us, and then I will we'll get the names and we'll make sure that we're on that together. And of course, Freedom Fighters, Amethyst is that. I mean, I'm sure she's seen all that on the Dream Team, but she and you guys, of course, that's everybody that's in my downline can be a part of it. If you are 1-star, or I think 1-star is okay, but if you are 2-star and above, you cannot be on a team. You can only be in like helping with leadership and calls. So are there any questions about that?
No, I'd just like to add, though, I can speak for Kelly and Beth Ann, Tracy, a few of you guys who have been in pods with other people from the Dream Team when you've got involved in different types of trainings, how valuable it is to get other people's perspectives, because we get in our, sometimes this is what we're doing, this is what our team's doing, and we're seeing each other's stories and we're seeing each other's promotions, and all of a sudden you go to something like, you get connected with somebody from the Dream Team and you're like, oh my God, we never talked about that, or we've never thought about that, or whatever. So sometimes it's great to get connected with people completely outside of your normal day-to-day. That could be really effective.
Yeah. Okay, what else, Erin?
So I would like to add.
One of the things I wanted to talk about, and then we had mentioned this when we were talking that, or texting, that you have signed up a number of discount coaches. Can you just share about some of the tips that you have for how that happened this month? Like, what were some of the things that you did consistently that helped you add so many?
Yes, well, a couple of things. I have been, right along with all of you, learning to say when someone says they are ready, they want to sign up, to say, great, I'm going to sign you up. I'm going to sign you up this way. Next month, you're going to get 25% off of everything. And I have just gone ahead and done the discount coach sign up. I did that for the first time this week with a gal, and let me just interject really quickly. I shared this with Kelly, I think, but there's a gal that I know that I used to work with. I messaged her for ages about exercise and fitness and blah, blah, blah. And she'd ask me questions and we'd go back and forth. And one day she said, I signed up for Beachbody. And I'm like, great. and she had a friend, some other friend, whatever, and she signed up for Beachbody. And I was like, great. It's too bad because I thought she'd be great. She was a young gal. I thought she'd be a great, coach, whatever. I have kept in touch with her. I have supported her. I have reached out over time when her name will pop up and I'll say, how's it going? How's your journey? What's going on? Guess what? She messaged me this week and said, hey, my husband, our BOD is expired. My husband would like to sign up. I know Derek does stuff sometimes. Would Derek be like, could we get him like connected with Derek? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Here's how we sign him up. And I signed him up as a discount coach under Derek. And so I actually had built Derek to Diamond. Some of those coaches are inactive. So I'm kind of trying to like fill some of those gaps. And I went, you know what? I'm plugging a guy right in because it's such a natural, then I don't even have to say like, okay, I'm signing up under my husband. He's a coach on my team, whatever. So in that moment, I also had the thought because he said he would really like the accountability. And I said, Derek is great at checking into a group. He's good. He will show up. Like if there's people to show up, he will show up and he will check in. He posts a lot on Facebook, his workouts. And so I said, you know what? That's how I'm going to build Derek back to Diamond. We're going to do a men's group in June. And I just decided that there was a need. I know that there were some of our guys still lingering, Mark, for example, in our co-ed group, because these guys need, like the guys who want to check in, they need a place. And all the women had kind of dropped out of that group because we moved on to our new groups. And I'm like, the guys need a place. So I said to Derek, would you be willing to check in? He goes, yeah, I'll check in. I go, okay, I will administrate the group. All you got to do is check in. He's like, okay. So I reached out to everybody, all of my coaches, and have said, let's get the husbands back involved. Whose husband is ready to connect? I know Mark is in. I know Rod is in. So we're setting up this group. It's going to run right alongside our next June, our ladies June group, which starts June 1st. So there will be a men's group available to any of your husbands, any guys that you know who might be interested. And I say this too, because this is always a place where it's a little awkward. I don't typically go out and message men. I just, other than like friends or, if I'm having communications with, mutual friends of ours or whatever. So I don't go out and I don't reach out to guys, but I will, when they're mutual friends of ours, I will reach out and say, hey, Derek's doing this thing in June. Why don't you join him? And I messaged 2 people today on my way home in the car. Hey, Derek's going to start this thing. and I just said, I'm going to administrate it, but he's going to be the guy. He'll be the face. He'll be the one checking in. He wrote me back, I'm in. I'm like, okay. The guys don't like a lot of fluff. They don't like all of the like posty post stuff. They just want a place to say like day one, check in. So just want you guys to know, everybody on our team is welcome to invite any men to the group. Let me know. We do have a requirement of, we don't care about, whatever fitness, pretty much everybody's BOD right now, just because of the times. But we do now, again, this is your business and you can do this however you want. But typically we require a bag of Shakeology or a performance line order so that they have some vested interest in the group. And I say that to say it's totally your business. We have a pastor friend who has been posting in our men's group that we formed like 3 years ago, still shows, Laura McLeod's dad, still shows up there all the time, still messages me and Derek. He's a BOD guy. I am not going to tell him he needs to buy Shakeology. I'm just not. I think he's fantastic. I love him. I love to support him. If he wants to come be a part of this group, I'm going to allow it, but that's my thing, right? I'm the one that's losing out on that. But I just want you to know it's your business, but we encourage that because we have found over time, if they don't invest in the group, they're not going to contribute to the group, because something for free, it's easy to walk away from. So anyway, let me know. Mary Beth, I don't know if Minor would like to join us again. We're open. We're open for business. And that is my game plan. And for all of you building your husbands, that is my game plan to build Derek back to a solid diamond. So that is one avenue that I have been going down, Kendra.
I love that. That is awesome. I mean, just that's such a great, it's constantly, it's so important, ladies, that we share these ideas, because the way that we're going to reach more people is we just think outside the box. And if now's a great time to really speak to men, I'm with Erin. I do not message men privately and things like that. That's just not for me. But this is kind of a different thing. And, you know, even if you don't have a spouse, I don't know, I think well, whatever, if you don't have a man in your life who is committed to helping you, then feel free to talk to them. If they want a man to talk to them, whatever, we can work together as a team and get you the points that you deserve for helping them without having to compromise anything. So yeah, go ahead, Kara, feel free, unmute yourself.
I just wondered, like, because I do have a couple of friends that, like, they aren't, like, in a position where they feel they need Beachbody, but a couple times they've been like, oh, my husband could totally use something like that. So how would I, like, if I approach this to, like, my Facebook group, you know, how would I approach it? Like, I'm not necessarily your coach, but I'm your cheerleader. Like, how?
But you could absolutely be their coach. You could message with them. And, you know, you might do a 3-way thread if it's more comfortable, like the husband and wife and you. But you can say, look, I can help you set up. I can help you pick a program. I can help you with the nutrition. But there is a group of guys from our team that will be doing the day-to-day check-in. So there won't be any girls in there. Won't be, you know, like girls posting pictures or whatever. But I would still absolutely say, I'm still your coach. I'd still be looking out for you. And I, you know, obviously I'll be there administrating it. So
if they wanted to do like the nutrition portion, I would just be their sideline coach, and then they would
absolutely
check in with the men.
Yep.
Okay.
But so let's just say, Erin, just to further that, just to clarify, so Derek will be in there doing the posting and really connecting with the guys, but we can on the outside do other messages, help with the nutrition, whatever. I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know what you guys think. I mean, you guys could be in there if you want. I'm trying to make it like, I don't really want to be visible in there, to be honest. I just want to post, like, I'm going to post as Derek, probably. I'm just going in through Derek's account. I mean, Derek doesn't know how to do any of that stuff anyway. So let's be real. He's just going to go in and he's going to go in. He knows how to log his workout. So he'll be doing that. There was something else I was going to say, Cara, that triggered. I'll have to come back to it, but anyway, yeah, no, it's really years ago I went to a conference, and one of the themes of it was find a need and fill it. That is very much about what we are. And I just felt like there is a need right now. There's a lot of guys, like Texas, our gyms opened up this week, but there's a lot of people aren't going to the gyms. So for $99, they can stay away from their gym for a while. Even if they buy a quarterly subscription, you know, they can just commit to that until they're ready to go back. So I think it's still a really good time. Like June would still be great, especially for everybody in California who doesn't know when gyms will open. I think it's a great little time to capture that.
And Erin, you said, did you have an actual start date? That's first Monday?
It's the first Monday, same as the women's. So I'm going to run the two groups. I'm just going to have them side by side, and I'm just going to get in the morning and put in content. And
so you're starting on the 1st or the 8th? The 1st?
I'm starting the first
Wow.
Monday.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Yep.
So if, would it be okay if we kind of give it a couple of days to roll people in, you know,
Yeah.
like maybe to the 3rd? And then
I'm
kind of
fine.
close it?
Again, the guys don't take, it's a different group with the guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what I wanted to say. The other thing is, if your husbands have guy friends, this is the easiest thing in the world. We way overcomplicate it. Here's my husband, and I shared this with you guys a couple months ago. Dude, I can hear your skin stretching all the way from Texas. You need to be in my group. That is my husband's. That's the way he invites people to the group. I'm like, seriously? He's like, hey, they signed up. They're in. I'm like, okay. Way overcomplicate things. So if your husband has a buddy or a gym buddy or whatever, like, hey, we're doing this thing just, you know, for a month. Let's just pass a month until we can, you know, get back to the gym.
And I was going to I haven't had anyone. So Cara, look at my Facebook page from yesterday. and that might be helpful. That's what kind of trying to throw it out there to try to do.
Yeah, I saw that. That's what was making me think, like, how
And
do I manage that without a husband in the group? So yeah, perfect.
Yeah, and I did I did a post today too, or Derek did a post, tagged me, so you'll see. Well, I did Derek's post and tagged me, and basically says like, I need to get back in shape. I want to do Spartans, and my wife won't do it with me. I need some, I need the fitness. Who wants to join me? Very simple. And I have to also think, like, when I'm writing as my husband, I have to like totally change the voice, right? I'm like, simplify. Like they're not going to read some big thing.
No. Yeah.
So anyway, and then also, just so you know, we have our traditional June group. We had this month, we had so many participants that we actually had split. So assuming we'll probably continue forward that way, because we have 26 in our in one of our groups, and Julie, and I don't know how many people are in Julie and Angela's group, but I think they had a decent sized group as well. But we will all start June 1st. I don't know what you guys are planning on, Kendra and Tracy and Mary Beth. What's your plan, June 8th? You're not on.
Sorry. We are doing, it's fun. Sorry, when I have all these like young adults that live here and they don't ever talk or anything, they just text. Like I'm like, for the I just went like this, for the 98th time, I'm on a meeting. In capital letters. Sorry. That's our real world. Let's see. So June 8th is when we're starting. Another 2B.
2B, okay.
2B group.
Awesome. Anyone else, Mary Beth or Laura, are you guys doing anything different in June? I think Laura dropped off.
No. Freedom Fighters is going to just run the regular group, which everybody does and puts people in. I think we were talking about starting it later or something. I don't remember. It's just a random group for kind of anyone.
And are you guys doing it through the app?
Yes, but probably next month we're talking about moving it to Facebook until they get the app kind of fixed a little bit.
Okay.
That's for the Freedom Fighters group.
Okay. I think it's getting better. The only thing that I haven't been, and I don't know if it's fixed because I haven't tried, I did stop scheduling my posts because as soon as I scheduled them, they were showing up in the feed, which is a pain. So I'm literally waking up. The benefit of being halfway across the country for most people is I can get up before I do my workout and go in and do a post. That's been the only downside of this, is the scheduling situation. But next month will be even easier because I'll have done a whole group, and so I'll be able to go in and pull from those posts. So I don't have to necessarily reinvent the wheel. I can reuse posts and things like that. So that'll be easier.
And I want to circle back around about the fact that I have posted in our team page that we are doing this kind of pilot test group with the women and hormones and wellness and weight loss. And we will get you all the information. We're going to have these ladies take a poll at the end, and we're going to kind of gather the data. And so we know we're starting a group on the 8th. We had talked about that, Mary Beth and Tracy and I, at the beginning during one of our conversations before this group started. We have not gotten any further into exactly, we know it's to be, but we will get you all the information that of how this test group went once we figure out, like, what do we need to do differently? What worked well? What didn't? And we have time, but obviously you can't really do that in the midst of the group. You can make your notes and, kind of be just aware of what's happening and what you want to change. And but I like I said, we will definitely share that with you guys when we kind of figure all that out.
One thing I implemented this month because I have 26 in the group, and I've got 18 of them I think are my girls, and I thought, how am I going to track everybody? And my people are all on different programs. So I created 3 text threads. One is an 80-day obsession and timed nutrition thread. One is a 2B mindset thread, and one is a portion fix thread. And I communicate with each of those groups, and they all are keeping those threads going. And it's awesome because they all have something in common. So it's not, 26 people who are doing completely different things. And I think that's been really beneficial. And I think that will continue, posting pictures, recipes, stuff like that. That's been great.
They're not posting in the group. That is your group. Okay,
They
so-
are, but then the people who have something in common, I have put them together in a text thread. So they're all checking into the bigger group, but then like my 80-day obsession, there's 6 of us doing 80-day obsession. So we're all in that thread together.
Cool.
We're gonna
Okay,
get,
looks like we're gonna finish up. So that is the late. I'll get the recording for this. If you have any more questions, feel free to post below this. But hopefully that is helpful. And don't forget about the call tomorrow to learn more information about the details of the Olympics.
picture, quick. All right, got us. Someone else probably already did, but I got
Hey,
it.
y'all, thank you for being on.
Bye, guys. Thanks, Kendra.